Hello everyone, GameGoddessFee here. We are back with more Ace Attorney. Got this candy in my mouth. We have your boy.
Pluminator.
Alright, so yeah, we're back with Ace Attorney. Hey Game Queen 81, how's it going? So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do the trial. Your boy been asleep these nights, so I'm just kidding. Well, he was asleep, but anyway, I hope you all enjoy and thank you for watching. I was about to say, have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
All right, so we have finished right Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations, Episode 2, The Stolen Turnabout, Part 2, Trial. Okay, let's go.
This Godot voice is gonna be so scuffed, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Godot had him bothered, y'all.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
Had him bothered. He didn't know how.
Voice.
He didn't know how to come on, y'all.
It's gonna be horrible.
I just told him just do anything, you know, or just have your regular voice.
I'm gonna make him sound like Mickey Mouse.
All right, Mickey Mouse, huh? October 13th, 9:36 a.m. District Court, defendant lobby number 4. It's the 13th, woo.
It's the 13th.
Happy birth month.
Happy birth month.
Hey, Nick.
What is it? Is something wrong?
Nah, but did you see all the people here? It's crazy. Oh, so check out the mask glossy I bought.
You bought this? Where?
And the little tents in front of the courthouse. They have all sorts of things for sale. You know, I'm an idiot for this kind of stuff. Anyway.
Really?
Master Mask publicity photo stuck into the court record. A shot of Master Mask striking a pose.
Come on, I'm guilty. Don't look at me.
Who's screaming like that?
Oh, Mr. Right, you made it. Yeah, I did. But it doesn't look like things are going to get any less ugly for you.
Why they got him looking like this? You know, like
he's Master Mask. He gotta show up in his drip.
Not his not the look, but the I guess how it's not as clear as everybody else.
What you mean?
Like his drawing, like it's
his
like
drawing is clear.
It's too much.
What do you mean?
It kind of reminds me of one of them old games like Final Fantasy or Chrono Triggers.
You
it's like his drawing.
It matches everybody else.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
You think he's too over animated? Because I did it. I'm the criminal. Me.
Oh, he's at it again.
I sent a calling card to Lordly Taylor. I admit it. But you don't have the sacred urn, right? Well, that's true, but that doesn't mean that I didn't commit the crime. Normally, when I say, of course you didn't, I'm being sarcastic, but yikes. Anyway, I admit that I'm guilty. So make sure to give me a guilty verdict, please!
Really do. Oh, there you are, Ronnie. Bonjour, sweetie.
Oh, Desi, honey, bonjour! Well, actually, I don't really know why I should be speaking French to you at a time like this.
Leave it all to me, Ronnie. I promise I'll protect you.
You see, actually, the thief is
Can I tell you something, Nicky boy? I guarantee that my Ronnie is innocent. If he's declared guilty, I'll be ever so cross with you.
So why are you smiling when you say it?
Well, if you'll excuse me, I got some errands I need to take care of. I'm counting on you, Nicky boy. Good luck. She not staying for the trial?
You might
Kinda
ask me off. Don't get him guilty. To be honest, I really don't know whether Ron is Master Mask or not. But there's only one thing I am sure of. He doesn't have the sacred urn right now.
Mr. Delight, it's time for you to enter the courtroom.
For the time being, I guess I'll have to trust this how you pronounce her name again?
Desiree.
Desiree. I just used to say Desire when I read it.
Oh my goodness. October 13th, 10 o'clock a.m. District Court, courtroom number 6.
There he is.
Uh-oh, look, he the dude he was scared of. He been scared all
scared
these
of the
nights.
dog. Okay, get us somewhere.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Run Delight.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Prosecution ready?
Yes,
prosecution
sir. Get us somewhere.
What about the prosecution? Are you prepared to?
What a stupid question.
What did you say?
Fine, let me ask you then, Your Honor. Are you ready? Are you ready to pass judgment?
There you go. No, I'm not. I will pass judgment after I hear arguments from both sides.
Well, if you're not ready yourself, you shouldn't expect others to be. That's a rule to live by.
Who are you?
I am Godot, legendary prosecutor. I've never lost a case.
Where they get all these folks never losing cases?
You got.
He's the one that Detective Acme was talking about. Yes, your reputation precedes you. What kind of cases have you dealt with so far?
None.
What did you say?
I've never prosecuted a case before.
Never? But you said you never lost before.
Exactly. I've never lost. I've never won before either.
Quite arrogant for a beginner, aren't you?
Even the mightiest of redwoods begin their lives as mere saplings.
Yes, but a mask in a court of law?
Huh. Don't you know anything? No matter the man, we all wear masks. Either on our faces or over our hearts.
This guy is the real deal, alright, Nick?
Why does it seem like all prosecutors are the real deal? So we finally meet Mr. Phoenix Trite.
Nick, is he a friend of yours?
No, I don't have any friends that call me Trite. Just who is this masked man?
I was just looking at the mask. What was the name of that show? The Mask Singer.
Really? I've returned from the depths of the underworld to do battle with you.
Well, then, Prosecutor DeBow?
It's not Gabo, it's Godot, Your Honor.
In any case, please give your opening statement.
Opening statement? Those things are not fit for even dogs to consume. I have only one thing to say before we start. To you, Mr. Trite. What is it? Are you familiar with the saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link? I wonder how much you can withstand before you and your case break in two.
Oh, Nick. Well then, let's hear from the first witness. It's always gonna shoot.
My name is... No one has asked for your name, witness. The important thing is what you know, that's all. Start talking, we're listening. Yes, sir.
Alright, witness. First, let's hear about what you know about the thief that stole the urn.
Yes, sir.
Witness testimony, the mask crimes.
Master Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago. He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his 5th heist, and as usual, he sent a card on to Lordly Taylor. Okay, whatever.
On to Lordly Taylor.
His pattern is to always go after only the most precious art pieces. That's why we're sure it was Master Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T.
So then the actual identity of this Master Mask is Mr. Godot? What are you? How did coffee cup come over there? We're in the middle of a trial here, Mr. Godot.
Blacker than a moonless night, hotter and more bitter than the underworld itself. That is coffee. I'm sure you can grant me at least this much, Your Honor. Oh, please, proceed.
Very well, it's only coffee after all.
What? You can't be letting him slide this early in the trial?
Proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Well, Nick, what are you going to do?
As long as they haven't brought up Mr. Delight's identity, all we can do is show that it wasn't Master Mask who stole the urn. It was.
Cross-examination, Master Mask's crimes. The Mask is a master thief that first started his crime spree 6 months ago.
You don't got
Right.
Have you been involved in the investigation from the beginning? Yup. Nobody knows more about that thief than me, pal. It's true. I'm a Zori, author on thieves.
And Arthur, he's written books about thieves?
I think he probably meant to say authority. The fact that this guy can slip through even my fingers shows how good he is, pal. It's easy when those fingers happen to be butterfingers.
Press harder?
So nobody knows more about the thief than you, huh? You got it, pal. Except maybe for the thief's mom, that is. But isn't there someone who knows even more about him than the police? You don't mean Detective Swarry, do you?
Who is this person? Swarry. He sounds German.
His name is Luke Atme, sir. I guess I shouldn't have made up such a silly name for him. What? Guess he's not all that famous after all. Anyways, it's true that he did manage to retrieve the last item the thief stole.
Oh, I see. It seems you're not the expert you claim to be.
It looks like that the thief is toying with me, even now!
He's so confident that he sends his calling card before he even commits the crime.
Have you seen all these so-called calling cards? Of course I have! Except, the person in charge of the treasure exhibit never brought their card to the police. So I didn't see this one until after the crime occurred.
That's because Detective Acme stopped Miss Andrews from taking it to the police. Was the calling card that Lordly Taylor received authentic?
Well, all the cards have one common identifying feature. But we're not releasing that information to the general public.
But you're absolutely certain that this card is real.
Gumshoe can't say it out loud, but I bet he's talking about Master Mask's emblem.
This was his 5th heist. And as usual, he sent a card on to Lordly Taylor.
His 5th heist? Your 5th mess up, huh? Objection, pal! That ain't fair. Maybe you could say I messed up 4 times. But this last time wasn't my fault. I didn't know about the calling card this time. You of all people shouldn't be chuckling about this, Detective Gumshoe. I just want everyone here in the courtroom to know something. If you ever get a calling card from this guy, don't call some stupid private eye. Call your local police right away. Got me?
Wow, it looks like he's really got it in for Detective Acme. His pattern is always to go after only the most precious art pieces. Oops.
Art pieces? Like what, for example? Well, his first target was the famous Tear of Emanon.
What's that? Some kind of especially salty teardrop?
No, sir. It's the blue diamond. A single rare diamond. Next was the crown of Bongoa. You know, the thing you put on your head. After that was the left hand of Hades and the portrait of Magina, sir. Detective Acme retrieved the portrait of Magina and returned it to the museum. And the target of his fifth heist and last robbery was the sacred urn, right?
But isn't it difficult for him to dispose of such famous art pieces?
Well, we assume he must have had some underworld connections.
Somehow Mr. Delight doesn't look the type.
Yeah, he's a little too sunny to be hanging out in the underworld.
That's why we are sure it was Mask the Mask, sir. It fits his MO to a T.
What do you mean when you say it fits his MO to a T?
I was thinking of asking the same thing myself.
I wish you would listen a little more closely, pal. First of all, here's the calling card. We're 100% certain it's authentic. Then there's the fact that he seemed to know all about the security system. And finally, his target was an art piece. These are all part of the thief's modus operandi.
And so since this robbery seems to fit all those conditions...
That's right. It means that Master Mask is behind it.
Nick, it definitely looks like it was Master Mask who stole the urn.
But there's no real evidence either way to whether Ron Delight is Master Mask.
But...
Also, the urn hasn't turned up yet, let alone the connection to Mr. Delight himself.
So even though we know it was Master Mask that did it,
maybe for the time being, I should try to show it wasn't Master Mask that did it. I don't know how you gonna do that. I forgot what we got in the court record. I'm probably gonna play.
Let me see. Master Mask is a master thief. To the security at Lord Lee Taylor, I will be coming to purloin the most priceless work of art on display in your treasures of Koran. Exhibit, take good care of the speckled urn, won't you? Yours truly, Master Mask.
Wait, go back to the... Never mind.
That's the warehouse camera.
It's him. It's him. It's him.
All right, that's the paint spot they were talking about, I guess. He got Maya's urn in that box. I probably don't have anything to do with nothing now. Found in the KB security building at around 1B. Run's wallet. That's what, let me see. He's so confident that he says his calling card before he even commits the crime. This was his fifth heist, and as usual, he sent the card on to Lord Lee Taylor. His pattern is always to go after only the most precious art pieces.
I think that's the contradiction.
This here.
Didn't Miss Andrews say that the urn was basically garbage?
Let me see. One of the treasures of Current Village, supposedly priceless, but has no monetary value. I can present this.
Objection! Can I ask you a little something, Detective Gumshoe? Just hearing the little in that question is making me nervous. You said that he always goes after the most precious art pieces, right? That's right, pal. But there's one problem. That's not what he did in this case. The supposedly priceless urn doesn't exactly rise up to the level of precious art. What do you mean?
Nick, how can you say such a terrible thing?
No, I meant from a financial point of view. I mean it. Wouldn't fetch a good price.
Well, Prosecutor Godot, what is the value of that urn?
The appraisers I spoke to said they couldn't attach a price to it. And I mean that in the worst sense. So in other words, it was not the kind of item that Master Mask would normally go after. Ugh.
If I understand you correctly, Mr. Wright, you're saying that the thief of the urn, the sacred urn, was not the work of Master Mask?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Actually, all I did was point out the contradiction. The argument made itself, but...
Well, first of all, we need to get this issue cleared up. Was this last robbery the work of Mask the Mask or not? What do you have to say about this, Mr. Godot?
This coffee here is my own special blend. I call it Godot number 107.
You say 107.
I'm trying to decide whether to cut down on the acidity or the bitterness. That's the only thing I've got on my mind right now, Mr. Trite. What? If you're really a man, you should clean up your own stuff. Sorry, but I don't get what you mean. You're saying it was a Master Mask that stole the urn. Then it must be someone imitating Master Mask's methods. A fake.
A fake? The mask? Fake the mask? That sounds so ridiculous, but I like it.
Now, before I decide on my coffee, I believe some proof is in order, Mr. Trite. Proof that the person who appeared at Lordly Taylor that night was actually a fake.
Though I don't approve of Mr. Godot's behavior, his point is valid. Mr. Wright, we're waiting.
It looks like I'm gonna have to prove it. I need proof that the person at Lordly Taylor that night was in fact Fake the Mask. I don't know.
The wallet? Let me see. It's okay. Let me look at this picture and the other picture. So does that look like him on there?
I mean, he got your client has it on right now, Trite. Your client has it on right now, Trite. There's that one picture Maya just gave you. Ooh. This drip is not 1-to-1.
That's what I was trying to compare. Let me see.
They don't got that emblem on his chest.
Okay. Yeah.
I guess it's this. We lost. The proof is right here.
This looks like a photo taken by a security camera.
But if you look closely, you'll notice something peculiar about it. Well then, why don't you go ahead and show us what it is? Go on, use this pointer and show us just what about this photo is peculiar. It's right here, of course.
You mean Mask the Mask?
I have here a piece of reference I would like the court to take a look at.
Isn't that the publicity photo I bought this morning?
The problem I have with the security camera photo is the brooch on Damascus' chest.
A breach here? Bailiff, get my steed. We need to retreat at once.
Judge, get on course. A brooch, Your Honor. It's sort of a clasp for holding one's cape on.
A clasp? Oh, I see now.
But the mask in the security camera photo... Ah! He has no brooch! That brooch is the same as the emblem on the master's calling card and serves as his symbol. But the thief that broke into Lordly Taylor wasn't wearing a brooch. In other words, this master mask is a fake! I've been tricked again!
Order, is this true? Undeniably true? Detective Gumshoe, how could you have overlooked this?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how I...
How do you keep sliding that coffee cup?
Hey now. If you're gonna have a pity party, invite me too.
Mr. Godot, you deserve some blame in this too? How could you have overlooked such a large brooch?
The brooch you're talking about. Do you mean this? Ah! That's Master Mask's brooch!
Where did you find it?
Well, I've always had a good nose for evidence. I got it at the crime scene. It was hidden in the shadow of a big female Buddha statue. Buddha statue? You must mean the Amy Faye statue. Why didn't you tell me about that, sir? I always put evidence away in my pocket. After all, it's the safest place for crucial evidence.
Ugh, this guy is one cool customer.
It's a little early to be shaken up, isn't it, little lady? That friend of yours left pretty little hickeys on there, too.
Hickeys?
Figuratively speaking, of course. I'm referring to Ron Delight's fingerprints. What?
What? The defendant's fingerprints are on the brooch? Order in the court. Mr. Godot, let's see that brooch.
I've grown attached to my metallic girlfriend here. Take good care of her.
See, I mean, it appears to have been torn off some clothing. There's a little bit of cloth left on the back.
Obviously, there must have been a big struggle that night at the crime scene. Uh-oh, Phoenix, we have a problem.
Damascus brooch added to the court record, found in the shadow of Ami Faye's statue. Looks like it was torn off of some clothing.
Huh, you mess with Godot, and you get burned. He's been playing me like a violin. Well, Judge, I'm about ready to call my next witness. You're done with me? But I haven't proved anything yet. You've proven your own incompetence. That's good enough. That doesn't sound good at all.
Bailiff, bring the next witness into the courtroom.
Finally, time for the ace detective to make his appearance, huh?
Yeah, he's supposed to have been knocked out.
1 second is 1 drip of coffee's pot. Let's hurry it up. Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
What's clear?
Sorry! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. What we have here is a judge and a prosecutor. A coffee maniac at that. Am I correct?
Well, yes, that's right.
Not bad. Not bad at all. You're the first person that's ever been able to penetrate my secret veil. Well, Sir Prosecutor, let me introduce myself. My name is Luke Atney, ace detective and rising star illuminating the heavens.
Boy, these two make a perfect pair.
They need to be best friends or they'll tear each other's heads off.
I've heard that on the night of the crime, you were all alone on security detail.
You have heard correctly. My specially made monocle is worth more than 100 Detective Gumshoes. If Detective Gumshoe was worth anything, that is. Why was this guy all by himself anyway? There must be some reason, I'm sure of it.
Well then, tell us what this special monocle of yours witnessed. Witness testimony, what I witnessed.
It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed. That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Mask, dancingly descended upon me. Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a first blow upon my noble head. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone. 30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone and notified the police.
So you didn't get a clear look at the criminal?
My specially made monocle never misses a thing. However, that is limited to things that fall within my own visual range. But of course, that's only natural.
I fail to see why the witness seems so proud of his performance that evening.
Well, Sir Old-Timer, let me explain. We are not speaking of any ordinary thief, but of the king of thieves, the great Master Mask, my arch-enemy. That is what my instincts and my years of experience tell me.
Very well. Proceed with the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Cross-examination, what I witnessed. It was approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, just after the date changed.
So that would be 1 o'clock on the morning of the 12th, correct? That's an impressive deduction, Sir Lawyer. You were on security duty that night. Where exactly were you at the time? A penetrating question! I was in the basement warehouse near the computer. Near the computer, huh?
So then you weren't trying to remain hidden, I take it?
Up to this point, I have tried to remain concealed while waiting for the thief. Yeah, he said the same thing yesterday, too.
Gumshoe also said that they've never spotted the thief at the crime scenes before.
Precisely! That is precisely why I choose not to hide that last night. I knew that by not concealing myself, I would be putting pressure on the thief. Looks like the thief was the one applying pressure on your pigeony head, that is. In any case...
That's when my nemesis, the infamous Master Mask, dancingly descended upon me.
Dancingly descended? From where exactly? Well, from the entrance, I suppose. Where else? So in actuality, he never danced nor descended. Someone please save me. So how is it that you didn't notice the thief? My eyes were looking for the thief's shadow while my ears listened to its footfalls. But even so, the dastardly criminal managed to sneak up on me. It can only be due to his subtly camouflaged cape and soft-soled shoes. I hereby dub you Ace Dunce.
Just as I began to turn, the coward struck a fierce blow upon my noble head.
You didn't see the criminal's face when that happened? Well, that's the difficult part. How should I put it? I saw his mask. That's all I can recall.
That's not very solid as far as testimony goes.
However, fortunately I had my third monocle, the security camera, at the ready. It captured his image perfectly. This should be sufficient, I believe.
Well, as long as this photo is authentic, I don't see a problem here. Well, Mr. Godot, do you have a problem with this photo? Good, then let's continue with the testimony. Darkness swallowed me before I could land a single strike. When I awoke, he was gone.
Attacked and knocked unconscious, and you weren't able to do a thing? That's certainly some very impressive detective work. Well, sir lawyer, have you ever been suddenly struck on the head? Huh? Well, actually, yes, by a fire extinguisher. And what happened? I was knocked out.
And you lost your memory too.
You see, you have no right to look down on me then, do you? The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I didn't have... The only reason I didn't lose my memory was because I have more brains to begin with. You may have brains, but the one to self-reflection part seems to be severed. In any case, that was how I was knocked senseless. And then...
30 minutes later, I used an emergency phone to notify the police.
About this 30 minutes, my silver cord was loosened and my soul fled to the golden halls of... What?
Elysium.
Elysium.
Elysium? I don't know.
Let me be.
As usual, I have no idea what this guy is saying.
I think he's saying that he was out cold.
So, what happened during these 30 minutes?
No one can say, Your Honor. That span of time has truly vanished into the ether. Just what is he going on about?
There's something suspicious about Detective Acme. How could he not have noticed when the thief came in?
Also, he says he was knocked unconscious before he could fight back. But that can't be right. It contradicts the evidence.
Huh? Which piece?
The real question is, why would he tell such an obvious fib?
It's that, when, Godot presented that thing.
Yep.
That brooch. Let me see. Found in the shadow of Ami-Faye's statue. Looks like it was torn off some clothing. Think on this statement.
Mr. Acme, could you take a look at this with that special monocle of yours? Aha! This belongs to the criminal mastermind, my arch nemesis, Master Mask. It is, in point of fact, Master Mask's brooch. It was found on the floor of the basement warehouse. I wonder how that happened. Elementary, my dear lawyer. Obviously, it wasn't glued on well enough. Not quite. It clearly shows signs of having been ripped off a piece of clothing.
Ripped off? Aha!
We can only deduce that the thief struggled with someone that night. That's the only thing I can think of. And there's only one person that was in a position to have a struggle with the thief. The only person that was on security duty that night, you, Detective Acme!
You sweating now.
Detective Acme, you must have fought with the thief that night. So, why did you fib in your testimony to the court?
Witness, giving false testimony is a serious crime.
No! Wait just a moment, sir, old-timer.
Don't talk to me like I'm living in a nursing home.
I just remembered, Your Honor. I was just confused because I've been dealing with so many cases lately. The true measure of a man is in the amount of work he does. That's why I always say.
Nick, you can only handle one case at a time, isn't that right?
You talk too much.
Thank you, Nick. Witness, so are you now saying that you and the default?
Hold on. That's quite enough, Your Honor.
Excuse me?
Say the big questions for the testimony. That's one of my rules. Indeed, I understand. I, look at me, agree completely.
Witness testimony, fight with the thief.
Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. A true gentleman fights only with his fist, but they were not enough. His first blow struck true. Bam! And that's all she wrote.
Really do. So in the end, you did catch a glimpse of the mask.
Correct. It was during his third crime that he struck me from behind. It seems that my memory has become a tad jumbled, so to speak.
You just said you didn't lose your memory. Well, that's certainly understandable. I myself always get confused about which testimony goes with which case.
That can't be good.
Cross-examination, fight with the thief. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment.
So why did you look away from the door anyway? In addition to the camera, I had prepared a variety of other sensors as well. The alarm on one of those had gone off, so it had to check the data. That's why I went to the computer. Elegantly, of course. So you were momentarily vulnerable when you were working on the computer? What should I do? Should I ask some more questions?
You ask about the sensor or ask about the computer? The computer. I always have to go back and choose the other one. I'll say the computer.
So did that computer belong to Lordly Taylor as well? Correct. Well, except for the program that manages the data. That was specially designed by me. Look at me! In that case, he could have easily manipulated the data. What's wrong, sir lawyer?
However, look at me cannot be so easily discombobulated.
What does that mean? Discombobulated. Oh my god, go film back.
Young people these days, they really irritate me. They allow perfectly good old words to die until everyone forgets what they mean.
Sorry, but what exactly does it mean anyway?
Now I've forgotten. What was I saying?
Jeez, it's better than old people who forget what they were saying 5 seconds ago. Well, it looks like we've cleared that up. You can go on with your testimony.
Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless.
What do you mean by weapon from the side? Naturally, that thief had no idea that I, Luke Atme, was hiding in the area. He grabbed a sword from the statue that was standing by the door to the warehouse. Sword? You mean the sword that was all twisted like a tree branch? Correct. Fortunately for me, that blade was not sharp. Okay, so he is talking about the shoot. Are you gonna say sushi?
It's just so, I don't know.
Shichishida, whatever.
So the thief armed himself with a sword? And what about yourself, witness? A true gentleman fights only with his own hands, or fists. But they were not enough. Oops. They were not enough.
You had that much faith in your own fighting abilities? But of course, in college I was the second in charge of the boxing club.
I'm sorry if I failed to find that appropriately impressive.
However, my opponent in the ring this time was my arch nemesis, Master Mask. This guy's a real piece of work.
His first blow struck true. Bam! And that's all she wrote.
Can you tell us a little more about what happened? My opponent was both powerful and vicious. You might say he was powericious. Powericious? I assumed that the Acme fighting stance, but a sudden flash of light blinded me. That, of course, was checkmate. My opponent had bested me. What do I do now? Should I ask more about this? What's the Acme fighting stance?
I don't care. He trying to something crazy.
This no should have been nothing.
You were blinded? Which one?
I want to know about the Acme fighting style. It's cool.
Why?
Because I want to hear. What is this Acme fighting style? I'm sorry, but that's a trade secret. I really can't say anymore.
Uh-oh.
But I suppose I can tell you if I absolutely must. The main thing is to put your back to the wall. That way no one can get behind you. That's it? That's the Acme fighting style?
Well, Mr. Wright, what about that testimony? It was a waste of time.
It was very important.
It was very important.
It was.
Well, he was, if his back was on the wall, he should have seen. Well, I don't know.
It was important.
His nose should have been knocked off. It was very important. I don't
We
know.
lost points, y'all. Of course it's important. We've learned the detective's secret technique after all.
Yes, indeed. I'll remember to use it if I ever take a walk alone late at night.
Why is he eyeballing me like that? It's creeping me out.
Now then, witness, we'll go ahead and add that secret information to your official testimony.
I put my back to the wall to fight, but the thief's blow let in upon my third eye.
What in the world?
Where's this third eye you're talking about? Oh, it's right between my right eye and left eyebrows. It's quite invisible to the unenlightened. You may call it the forehead if you like.
Your hair covering it.
Why didn't you just say that in the first place? Sir Lawyer, it looks like the creases in your own forehead are getting deeper.
So Mr. Acme got hit on the forehead then.
That's what he says.
I've got a funny feeling about that.
Actually, so do I.
But what do you think, Nick?
Well, there's one thing that I can be absolutely sure of now.
Yeah, what is it?
This Luke Atme guy, he's definitely hiding something.
But why?
I think I'm starting to figure out what really happened that night. And about the true nature of this detective.
Uh-oh. Indeed, it's true that I looked away from the door for a brief moment. Is that the end of it? Oh, this is the beginning. However, Luke Atme cannot be so easily discombobulated. Unfortunately, the thief grabbed a weapon from the side and rendered me senseless. Let me see.
Ooh.
Blows to the back of her head. But that's in Phoenix notes. But anyway, let me see. Did I present it?
Yeah. Detective Acme, your testimony is crumbling like a house of cards. What fun this is, sir lawyer. It is truly a pleasure to cross swords with you. Now, once again, you have thrown down the gauntlet at my armored feet. I believe this is what you said yesterday. No, the coward must have wormed his way in through somewhere besides the door. Then my arch nemesis struck me on the head from behind with this gruesome item here.
From behind, huh?
But just now you testified that he struck you on the forehead. I hardly think you could forget where you were hit on the head.
Man, he should have had a big old scar on his forehead. Big old knot or something.
It seems I've made another mistake. Detective Acme, that's not the only strange part of your testimony.
What do you mean by that?
For example, the very fact that you hid the calling card from the police itself is strange. It's almost as if you were afraid they were going to help with security. Geniuses such as myself has always been misunderstood. How sad. That's wrong. That's wrong. To err is human, to forgive divine. Humans aren't machines. They have souls, feelings. They live, they die, they love, they hate. And yes, they even make mistakes. Hey, hold on! It's not as pretty as that. Really? What is it like then? Always chase a riddle down to the end. That's one of my rules. This is it. This might just be my chance to turn things around.
Mr. Wright, what exactly is that you're asserting?
Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that...
Mr. Atney is no ace detective. This Mr. Atney is a fake. Mr. Atney is Mask the Mask.
Think he can fit his nose in that stupid mask, bro? What you talking about?
Now we ain't determined he. Sorry, y'all. We haven't determined he masked the mask yet.
But you got bluff.
What?
You got bluff, you Phoenix.
He's a fake.
No.
He's no ace detective.
That's just a personal insult.
So go this soon saying he's masked the mask.
Why? Good job.
So then, what exactly are you saying that I am? Ah, that was the wrong answer.
I told you.
I hardly see the relevance of that. What are you doing, Nick? Weren't you going to go on the attack?
I was planning on it, but it looks like I'm the one who got attacked instead.
Think harder next time.
Good job. Good job.
I didn't know they were gonna go in there hard like that.
Ew.
Mr. Wright, what exactly is it that you're asserting? Very well, Your Honor. The defense asserts that Mr. Atney is Mask the Mask.
You messed up. That was the wrong one. The answer is simple. It's all clear to me now. Detective Luke Adme's true identity is actually Master Mask. Yeah!
Look at that cornered music. Order in the court, Mr. Wright. What is the meaning of this?
There are too many unnatural reports to Mr. Adme's story. He says he was hiding at the crime scenes, which is why no one ever saw him there. And then, in his last case, he manages to outperform Detective Gumshoe and the entire police force to miraculously retrieve the stolen treasure. That's because I analyzed the crime scene data and made an exquisitely elegant deduction. I picked up clues that the police overlooked in order to arrive at a... Oh, please! That explanation is far simpler than... The explanation is far simpler than that, Detective Atme. The truth is that you are in fact Master Mask.
But Mr. Wright, this photo, it clearly shows the mask. The security camera belongs to Lordly Taylor department store. He shouldn't have been able to manipulate it.
He didn't need to manipulate it. He gained access to the warehouse under the pretense of providing security. Then he simply dressed up as the thief and stole the urn.
So the ace detective is actually an ace thief? Is this true, witness?
Oh, yeah. The mask is MO is pure genius, and so am I, Detective Atme. Ace Detective. Luke Atme, Ace Detective. You're very clever to have come to such a conclusion. I am impressed, sir lawyer.
What? Witness, you're admitting? Nick, how's your chance?
To be a big shot.
I said, how's your chance? Now's your chance.
Yes, time to put the last nail in this guy's coffin. Detective Atme, when you assumed the...
Yeah, I threw the coffee at Nick.
Godot Blend 102, my personal favorite.
Why is he looking like that? Mr. Godot?
The ace detective is actually an ace thief. I smell a best-selling novel. There's only one problem. It simply isn't true.
But Mr. Godot, Mr. Wright has made some very strong points, and I
will admit my opponent has woven a compelling narrative out of the whole cloth. But it is, in fact, nothing more than a patchwork quilt, Mr. Trite. If this detective really is the thief, then show us the proof of your claim. But it had better be as hot and as perfect as the coffee dripping down your face.
Why he still got that coffee on his face, really, Phoenix? Well, Mr. Wright, don't just stand there. This court would like to see this decisive proof you have quickly.
Huh? Oh, yes, of course. But what's the big rush?
Are you all right, Nick?
Atme looks pretty rattled right now. I'd like to finish this right now if I can. But can I really do it? The decisive evidence that proves Mr. Luke Atme is in fact Master Mask.
Do we have the evidence?
I don't know.
Sent before the heist. Okay, trust is securing and take good care of the speckled urn, won't you?
Oh yeah. He said you felt something smoothing around in his bag.
Who said that?
Phoenix, you remember when they went to his house?
Yeah.
And we still don't know where the urn is.
What's up, y'all? Hey, Shermanator, they working me hard today.
Hey,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, don't work too hard, Yeety. Better tell them to lay off you.
So much. Why do you make him face the front?
Let me see that. Look at me. It's the fact. In fact, the mask. What's the proof? Uh-oh.
We don't got it.
Has yet to be found.
Proof? Of course I've got nothing. Just what I thought. A man has to hold his head up high no matter how bad things get after all. Ugh.
I see. I thought perhaps you had some evidence to back up your assertion.
This is no good. I've got to stay on the attack. I'll never get another chance to prove that this guy's the thief.
Don't give up, Nick. Think harder and try again.
It's no good. I'm just not ready yet.
But are you going to just give up and let us lose this?
So, you've come to your senses, have you, Sir Lawyer? I can't think of a counterattack at all.
It seems the cloud of suspicion surrounding this witness has lifted. Mr. Godot, if you have anything further to add then. What? Who? Who are you? That doesn't really matter right now, does it?
Mr. Light, what are you doing here?
Nicky boy, the thing you've been looking for. I think I found it. You mean that bag? No, not the bag. What's in the bag? Well, that's the sacred urn, Nick. It's the urn. Order. You, madam. That urn, where did you find it? You'll never believe it. It was in the office of Mr. Fancy Pants, ace detective. Look at me.
Oh, Desi, you're the best.
Sacred urn updated in the court record. Found in the office of Look at Me has pink splotches all over it.
Well, how do you explain that one, Mr. Acme? Even you're going to have a hard time weaseling out of this one. Huh. Pathetic.
Mr. Godot, do you have something you wish to say?
Yes, Your Honor. It simply amazes me how quickly times change. In the old days, a man was to be taken at his word. It's truly sad.
You're still denying that Mr. Acme was involved?
Before casting aspirations at Detective Acme, consider the young lady here. Your name is Desiree Delight, is that correct?
Yes, what about it?
How charming. The lengths that a woman is willing to go to save her husband is truly inspiring.
What are you insinuating?
As the wife of the criminal, you could have discovered that stolen urn anywhere, including the office of the good detective here.
Why that coffee, they're black.
So you found the urn. What does that prove? It certainly doesn't prove where the urn was before you found it.
What? I just brought it here from the detective's office.
Please, madam. This town is already filled to the brim with fibs. Any more could only compound the tragedy we have been witness to.
You're wrong. I would never do such a thing.
Mr. Light.
Please, Nicky boy, you've got to help me talk some sense into these people.
There must be some way. I've got to prove that urn was actually in Acme Detective Agency.
testify about what I saw. Showed fingerprints on the urn. Well, Nick saw.
Yeah, bro, I saw that junk, man. I saw that junk for real.
He saw it in the office. Well, he thought he felt it in his office. What you think?
Fingerprint!
So the fingerprints on the urn.
I can prove where the urn was by the fingerprints on it.
Fingerprints? Hey.
Oh, come on now. Now you're really making me laugh, sir lawyer. Fingerprints indeed. May I go on? Good. Now, it would be perfectly understandable if my fingerprints were on the urn. After all, it was I who was guarding the urn in the first place. In any case, I am always in the habit of wearing gloves, as you can see.
Phoenix gonna say his fingerprints. Watch.
So unfortunately, my fingerprints wouldn't be evidence of anything.
What about it, Mr. Wright? This witness's fingerprints would mean nothing anyway. Nick, what are you going to do now?
I've come too far to turn back now. Abby must have brought these urn back to his office yesterday. And there, I'm sure someone must have left their fingerprints on it. The defense proposes that the fingerprints of this person should be on the urn.
His?
Look at him, yep, go. Nick, what more can I say? This is my 3rd year as a young but skilled lawyer. So where's all this fuss about fingerprints anyway? Mr. Acme, do you recall the events of yesterday?
Hey, Nick, come on. Open it up.
Hey, wait a minute. We can't just open this private property.
Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. Well, what's in there?
Hang on a sec. I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kind of hard. It's smooth. Well, hello there!
How's that thing smooth and Pearls put it back together?
It's true that I didn't get a chance to look in the bag at that time. But I did touch what was inside. What? You touched it? And I remember it very well. It was smooth and hard. Well, that was just... Your Honor, I'd like the court to examine the fingerprints on that urn. If my fingerprints are on there, then it proves that the urn was in Detective Acme's office. Well, even if your fingerprints are on the urn, it still doesn't prove when they were put there, does it? Of course it does. What did you say? It's not what I say, but what Adrian Andrews, the person in charge of the exhibition, said.
I polished it until it was just about glowing. I thought maybe I could make it look more valuable.
If she polished it that much, she must have removed any and all fingerprints on it. And the only chance I had to get my fingerprints on it after that was... yesterday, at the Acme Detective Agency. Huh. This blend, Godot Blend 107. I've decided. It's a little too bitter after all.
Why is his head smoking? No lights on his glasses? Whatever that thing is. Order, order, order. I accept the defense's request. Bailiff, take this urn and...
Wait a moment, Your Honor. There's no need for that.
No need, you say?
Precisely. I already know Mr. Wright's fingerprints on that urn.
What are you saying?
Yes, I've finally broken them down. Take a good look, everyone. unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. I am the tragic clown.
This guy is nuttier than a fruitcake.
You see, it was me all along. I am the one and only Master Mask. I hope you all enjoyed my little performance.
Well, Mr. Godot, what's Mr. Apney's condition?
He's still in the lobby, laughing insanely, Your Honor. I wish I could enjoy the jokes as much as he seems to be.
Well, it looks like the matter has been settled. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of thief. Nick, you were right after all.
Yeah, I guess Mr. Delight really wasn't the thief.
The court finds the defendant, Mr. Run Delight. Uh-oh.
You're wrong! Wrong, I tell you! I mean, not exactly wrong so much, but actually not right is what I was really trying to say. Oh no, he's not. This can't be happening. The thief, the sneaky, odious thief who's been stealing all the treasures. It's me! I'm him! I'm the one you want! I'm the thief! I tell you! So do it! Pronounce me guilty, please!
Dude. I don't know what kind of kangaroo court you all think this is, but...
The true identity of the thief has already been proven. Please hurry and pass judge. What are you talking about? I already confessed. I'm the thief, I tell you.
Mr. Godot, don't just stand there drinking coffee.
Hey there, Mr. Thief. Yes, sir. If you're really a man, you clean up your own stuff. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I just don't have any idea what you mean. If you're a Master Mask, then prove it. That's what it means. Yes, sir. I'll be happy to.
He says he'll be happy to, Nick.
It's kind of cute. He's 100% committed to his fantasy. Good boy. Just remember one thing. A boy only gets one chance in his life to become a man. I know that. I won't fail. I promise. Okay then. Talk. We're all listening.
Oh, well, let's all have a listen to this confession. Witness testimony, Master Mask's identity.
The truth is, I've been Master Mask all along. I mean, you can prove that I'm not actually Master Mask, can you? I don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen after all. I donned my costume that night and dancingly descended upon the scene of the crime. Look, you can see right there in the photo. That's me! As for my brooch, I snagged it on the door handle and it got torn off. That's all.
I don't like the direction this trial has taken.
But this is how every trial goes. At least with me, anyway. Huh. You're doing great. Stop it, Mr. Godot. You're embarrassing me. Like I said, you're only gonna get one chance to testify, alright? But if you make it through this with flying colors, I'll keep my promise too. I'll make sure that you stay locked up in prison as the one and only true Master Mask. Thanks so much, Mr. Godot. I'll do my best.
Why you want to go to jail? All right, Mr. Wright. I'm afraid it's time for the cross-examination. Dude. You was out. You was
You
free.
was free. You was home free.
Examination. Master Mask's identity. The truth is, I've been Master Mask all along.
You may think you're the real Master Mask, but your wife thinks you're delusional. I haven't told Desi yet about my true identity, I mean. Believe me, I've got my reasons. With the way her room is decked out, how could she not know about it?
Even thieves have complicated family situations, I suppose.
What should I do? It sounds like we're about to get sidetracked. Again.
Let's press harder.
So why are you withholding the truth from your wife? Well, first of all, I don't think she'd believe me anyway. And second, if there's one thing that Desi absolutely detests, it's criminals.
If that's the case, then why did you ever start thieving to begin with?
He crazy, he married.
Yes, he is. That was his wife, Desiree.
Well, Desi is crazy about shopping. She's a real shopaholic. But she's the love of my life, Your Honor. I guess you could say I'm a Desi-aholic.
Why would you risk going to jail if he without her then? That's crazy.
'Cause some things are more important.
So you do have a complicated family situation after all.
Alright, that's enough. Please continue with your testimony. I beg of you.
I mean, you can't prove that I'm not actually Mask the Mask, can you?
I thought you were going to be the one who... Oh my god. I thought you were going to be the one to show us the proof. You know, that you're the real Master Mask and not just some kind of obsessed fanboy. Hey now, that's not fair. Why do I have to do all the hard work anyway? Maybe because you're the one making the outrageous claim for a change.
Come on, Nick. You know that Mr. Delight couldn't have committed the crime. You're the one with the fancy law degree. It's time to put it to work already.
I need some kind of proof that Ron couldn't possibly be Master Mask.
Well, I guess if you had that kind of proof, we wouldn't still be here, wouldn't we?
For the time being, maybe I need to shift strategy. I should try to show that Mr. Delight couldn't have stolen the urn. Anyway, I
don't have an alibi for the night the urn was stolen after all.
You got no alibi?
I've been a judge for a long time, and this is the first time I've ever heard a defendant brag about having no alibi.
But I tell you, I was in Lordly Taylor that night. No. That's too vague, even for me. To be more precise, I was down in the basement warehouse. Hold on.
What is it, Nick?
What was Ron Delight when the crime happened anyway? If we can prove that he had an alibi after all, this case will be a piece of cake.
Well, you're right, but...
Huh. You think you can prove that? Wake up and smell the coffee. Well, I think maybe I can.
Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence that shows that the defendant has an alibi?
Yes.
What's the evidence? His wallet?
Yes.
Yes, I have evidence.
I have the evidence. Or do you still think I'm some sort of third-rate rookie?
Oh, I've never seen you this angry before.
I'm not surprised. Anger is the last refugee of the pathetic.
Refuge.
I said refugee. Refuge. I thought I was more confident than angry.
Well then, let's see this evidence already. Show to the court evidence that proves where your client was on the night of the crime. Let me see. Found in the KB security building. What's that? That's you. At around 1 a.m. the night of the crime.
Mr. Delight, this wallet belongs to you, correct? Yes, it does. I had lost it somewhere.
Mr. Wright, when you find a wallet, you should report it to the police right away.
No, you don't understand. This is an important piece of evidence.
You coming in twice. What's going on?
I think like when I raise my voice too much.
Evidence?
Mr. Delight, when did you first notice that you lost your wallet? Let's see. I think it was on the night of the crime.
Hold on.
But I know it still had it when... Oh my god. But I know I still had it when Desi and I went out for dinner.
I think it's that other mic. My microphones.
This wallet was found at approximately 1 a.m. at KB Security headquarters.
What? Surely you're not serious.
Yes, I am serious. This proves that Mr. Delight was in fact at KB Security that night. No! So if the defendant was at KB Security at 1 o'clock in the morning, then that proves that it was a watertight alibi. No! Furthermore, considering the distance between Lordly Taylor and KB Security, it would have taken 30 minutes to get there by car, according to Larry anyway.
Well, Mr. Godot, do you have anything to say? And stop drinking that coffee.
Come on, Mr. Thief. Don't let this guy beat you. Tell him why it's wrong. You're the only one who calls me thief, Mr. Godot. Alright, I'll try. I'll do it. I will.
He's really got Mr. Delight all worked up.
Yeah, he's like a kid at his first day of school. Look, it's just ridiculous. Why would I have dropped my wallet at KB Security? Someone must have planted it there to make it look like I was there, not at the heist.
Planted it there? He's really reaching now.
Mr. Delight, you probably dropped your wallet when you took it out to use this, didn't you? The key card to KB Security CEO office.
CEOs.
Oh, wait, man. No! That was a pretty good try, Mr. Trite. Unfortunately, you've overlooked one small thing. What? Motive, of course. Why would this thief go to KB Security in the middle of the night anyway?
Well, Mr. Wright, it looks like you need some more evidence after all.
This stupid kid. This stupid kid.
Now then, let's see your evidence. The evidence that shows why Mr. Delight went to KB Security that at 1 o'clock a.m. that night.
He got a letter that said, "Hey man, if you don't do this, we gonna beat you up."
If you don't want your true identity revealed to the world, come to KB Security at 1 o'clock a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received the other day instead. Alright, so we're gonna present that.
Mr. Delight, I believe you've seen this before, correct? Nah, that's...
What is it?
A blackmail letter. That's what it looks like from the contents. Blackmail? Yes, basically it says, bring $50,000.
That certainly sounds like a blackmail, alright.
At the time of the theft, Mr. Delight was dealing with this blackmailer himself. In KB Security CEO office a full half hour away from the scene of the crime. No. No.
I'm surprised you didn't throw it at Phoenix. Order, order, order! So when the death of the urn occurred, the defendant was at KB security? It looks like a perfect case for the defense.
You may see it as a perfect case, Judge, but to me, well, let's just say that my Godot 107 impresses me a lot more. What are you trying to say? You say the thief was being blackmailed by the CEO of a security company. But did you actually investigate the CEO at all? Huh? Well, no, I guess not. Accusing a man of blackmail with no proof? I'm not sure what I think of that. Not sure what I think of that. At least I know what to think of you.
Good point. I'm not sure what I think of it myself. You claim that the defendant entered the CEO's office, but you will need at least one witness to corroborate your claim, Mr. Wright. Nick, I think we're going to have to track down the CEO guy.
No, we don't have to track down the CEO at all. What do you mean by that, Mr. Trite? There's someone else who can testify.
This is the person who can testify that the key card was used at one... Ah, that's you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is the person who can testify that the key card was used at 1 a.m. that night.
I'm gonna say Larry?
Yo, dude, what's up? Yo, dude, what's up? Yo, man, I saw him going in there, and like I ain't say nothing. He had this goofy costume on too. He had this goofy costume on too.
I guess. I don't know. Let me see.
We messed up.
Who is this useless looking young man?
You don't remember him, Your Honor?
Not exactly. But just looking at his picture makes the bowels start to rise in my throat. It looks like he doesn't remember the case from 2 years ago.
He probably blocked out that memory on purpose. Anyway, this man was working as a guard at KB Security that night. Oh? The question at hand is, this key card. Yup, that's the key card they use in the building I work. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You needed to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. As you can see, there's no need to investigate the CEO of KB Security. We should be able to discover the truth simply by analyzing this keycard's data. Whoa.
Really do. They were neat animations. Well, Mr. Godot?
The name of the CEO of KB Security is Kane Bullard.
Kane!
I was unable to contact him directly, but I got the keycard data. Here.
So what does it show?
Each keycard has its own serial number, and they leave detailed records of their use. According to this data, this card was used at 1 a.m. on the morning of the crime.
Keycard updated in the court record, found in Run's wallet, used on October 12th, the night of the crime, at 1 a.m. But that means it can't be Mr. Delight dressed as the Mask in this photo.
Huh. Looks like you're right. 2 minutes isn't even enough time to brew a good cup of joe. So then... Ron Delight was clearly in the office of KB Security's CEO at the time of the crime. The prosecutor's office is ready to admit that fact. Therefore, it's impossible for the defendant to be masked to mask.
What? He's admitting it? Look, Edgeworth would never.
Edgeworth would never.
And Von Karma. Good job. You did it, Nick. That's enough. I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man, besmirching him with the title of thief. He already said this.
What's wrong, Your Honor?
I'm ready to pass judgment, but before I do that, do you have any further objections?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Run Delight, not guilty.
Well, it's over. Yo.
Court is now adjourned. October 13th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. Hey, you did it! You were right after all. Actually, I'm a little bit ashamed of myself. Nicky boy.
Oh, Mr. Light.
I knew you could do it. I believed in you all along, Nicky boy. I don't know how I can ever repay you.
Ah, shucks. Thanks, Mr. Light.
It's called cash.
I just know I'm... What? I just know I'm blushing.
Congratulations, Mr. Nick.
Oh, Pearls! I got a bad feeling about this.
Who is this woman?
Oh, she's nobody. She's just,
Her who this woman? She needs to get a divorce. I know that's right. This dude. I don't know. You're blushing. How dare you do this in front of Mystic Maya? You should be ashamed of yourself.
Ouch! He slapped me.
Pearly. This woman is Miss Desiree Delight. She's our client's wife. Mr. Nick.
Yes?
You're even worse than I thought. Going behind the back of your own client?
No, you got it all wrong.
I'll never forgive you. Pearls be about to beat Nick up, ain't she? Leave Pearls at home.
Ow! A double slap.
Well, anyway, all's well that ends well, right? We got the sacred urn back and the thief has been caught. You're so right, and it's all thanks to Nicky Boy here. But actually, it was you, Mr. Light, that brought us our urn back. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, please, you're embarrassing me.
If we won a case, then why does this guy still look so glum? But I am the thief. Actually, what's the point?
What is it, honey? I did my best for you, Ronnie.
I know that, and I appreciate it, Desi. But the thing is... Come on, give the kid some time. He's just got a little touch of the blues. You know about that. You know about feeling blue, right, amigo? Mr. Godot, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. I just came here to say thanks to my newest buddy. You, Mr. Trite. Maybe you should learn my name before you call me buddy. Well, playtime is over. Huh? Early this morning, the body of Kane Bullard was discovered.
Uh-oh, now we got a murder case.
Always a murder case.
Kane Bullard? Where have I heard that name before? Isn't that the name of the CEO of KB Security? Wait, body?
The estimated time of death was 1 a.m. on October 12th.
I got the defender for murder.
1 a.m. on October 12th? You don't mean? That's right, amigo. At the same time that a cheap little urn was being stolen, the CEO of KB Security was being murdered. So then, what are you doing here? Oh, come on. You figured it out already, haven't you, amigo? Or...
You know what y'all want something from Taco Bell? You know I like my chicken chalupas.
You give me some nachos. Have you already forgotten about that piece of info I helped you out with today?
You want some nachos for real?
I'm talking about like them cheese and chips, not no stupid, all the other stuff. Help me out. What? On October 12th at 1 o'clock in the morning, Ron Delight was in the CEO's office at the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbued with utter rage.
What are you saying? Imbued with rage?
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know. Ron Delight was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard. An employee of KB Security?
Thanks, Yeety.
It looks like the alibi that saved him from being convicted as a thief. It's gonna be the noose that gets him hanged. Kind of an anti-alibi.
No way.
He can't be the thief because he was at the murder scene when the murder occurred.
No, that's a film. It can't be true.
But I am a thief, I tell you. Ron Delight, you're going back to prison again.
Uh-oh.
This time, the charge is much more serious. This time, you'll be tried for murder.
Uh-oh.
What? This is impossible.
Look, we just won.
I'm looking forward to another exciting showdown, Mr. Trite. You and I aren't through with each other yet. Surely you won't back down from a challenge. You've never been a coward.
Mr. Nick, is that something personal between you two?
I've returned from the depths of torment to do battle with you. At least let me have some fun while I'm here. This guy, who is he? He may be quiet, but he's the most dangerous enemy I've ever faced. Well then, time to say goodbye to Mr. Delight.
That's crazy. Nick, how could this be happening?
Right in front of our very eyes, our client has been arrested for murder. And the one who established his presence at the scene was me.
He is like Miss Sophia.
Who's that?
That's on The Color Purple. He got saved and then got back arrested. Like Sophia, when she you haven't looked at the movie, but anyway, for anybody who looked at the movie, when she went into the house, for Christmas break, and she had to put her coat right back on. Anyway. Right?
It's over. Arrested for murder on the very same day he's declared innocent of larceny. What's gonna happen next?
All right, Phoenix. Well, you gotta defend him now for murder. So.
No, Phoenix done, bro.
I wouldn't defend him again.
I wouldn't defend him again after he was like, I did it.
They go get another attorney, huh? I would do the same thing, Phoenix. This dude, he'll try to confess to murder. Anyway, that was exciting. Well, at least he got him off for being a thief. Now you got to get him off for murder. But all right, Game Queen 81, thank you for chatting. And Yeety, yes, I'll be waiting for that Taco Bell now. All right, if you're watching and you're liking what you see and you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I appreciate you. Go ahead and subscribe. And yeah, we reached the 100 subscribers yesterday, you guys. with the help of one of my subscribers, Christmas Sweater Guy. I appreciate him. And yeah, make sure you all hit that like button. And I appreciate all of my subscribers. Like I said, I appreciate you all. And I will talk to you all on the next one. You all have a wonderful rest of your evening. Good night.